What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P. Did you miss me? Man, it's been 45 days since I last uploaded a video, which is by far the longest streak that I've gone without uploading on YouTube since I started back in 2014. I didn't start doing YouTube full time until 2015, but even then, like throughout college and stuff, I would still upload like once every few weeks, once a month at least, over 45 days. And I'll tell you what, it's been refreshing. It's been great, but I'm back. So, I've seen it all. Did I get COVID and die? Am I dead? Did I quit YouTube? All that stuff. No to all of it. What happened was, and I'm sure, obviously, if you don't follow me on social media and stuff, you're probably, not aware, but my son was born December 21st, 2021. Little Callum came into the world, changed our life for the better, and I've been on a mini, personal paternity leave, if you can think of it that way. So since I haven't uploaded in such a long time, like I said, people just didn't know what was going on, but I've been pretty active on social media. I've been posting about it on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm even uploaded 2 posts here on YouTube in the community posts, so it's not like, I'm been dead. You could still check to see that I've been active, but I've seen all the crazy conspiracy theories, and to answer all of them, no. Just been taking a little time off, and it's been super refreshing. It's been so nice. I don't have to worry about uploading. I've always had this weird fear of not uploading, every few weeks or so at most, because I figured the algorithm would just kill the channel. But there's plenty of channels out there who upload once a month or so, sometimes longer, and they're still fine. So I figured, I can afford to take a month off and still be fine. But we're back. We've had a bunch of stuff delivered. So many products have piled up. There's a lot to get to coming up. So don't worry, we're back in the full swing of things. But yes, I'm alive, and the family gained 1. So for today, we do a little Q&A video, take it nice and chill, and we're gonna start off with Sean, who asked my body count. So there's your mom. Now, but for real now, a good question from Braden. Do you have any tech that you weren't excited about at first, but now has become something you use pretty frequently? And one thing about this that I can think of off the bat, because I thought about these before I picked them for the video, was I think the best thing I can describe would be the Iquinix OG80. Now I can see, it might be kind of blown out for you guys, but Iquinix is, a growing keyboard company. And at first, when they started sending their keyboards out, it's one of those things, like you said, that I wasn't too excited about. Because on this channel, I just review so much stuff. I get tons of different keyboards in. And when I saw this was, this and the previous Iquinix keyboards were arriving, I was like, it's gonna be another keyboard. But they have blown me away. And I love this OG80 wormhole keyboard. I'm gonna have a video on this very, very soon, but this is one keyboard that 100% surprised me in every way, shape, and form. I love it. It is a great pre-built keyboard, and even showed off their Cosmic Traveler keyboard in the best keyboards of 2021. So Iquinix doing some really great stuff. Like I said, I'll have a video on this keyboard coming out. But then, on the other end of the spectrum, Silent Soundwave asked, is there anything as of recent that you have buyer's remorse for? So I'm liking both the contrast of the questions here, and the one thing that I can think of, and I've got a lot of questions about this for the Q&A, I'm gonna say Battlefield 2042. Like a dummy, I paid $80 for it so I can get, some of the incentives and add-on DLC crap. And that game is just a horrendous mess right now. It's terrible at launch. I played maybe 3 or 4 hours in the first few weeks and haven't touched it probably since Thanksgiving. So yeah, I think Battlefield 24 is definitely a good case of buyer's remorse. It's been out, it launched the second week of November, and just now they're addressing a lot of the controversy and putting out a big fix to all the problems and stuff. But yeah, we'll say Battlefield 2042 for that, even though it's not a tech thing, Now from Sneaky, this is a good question as well. He asked, did you end up choosing which electric car to get? Very good question, Sneaky. So, like I mentioned, this is a vlog. So, let's answer that. All right, so, gonna head out and go to the Ford dealership, okay? I want to check out the Ford Mustang Mach-E because I really want to get a new car. It's just one of the things I'm wanting to do. I currently have a Ford Focus hatchback. It's a 2014 model, and it's great, but as a, a hatchback, it is kind of, small in the back, and with the growing family and stuff, just kind of want to get a bigger car. And that's a really good crossover between a hatchback and an SUV on the smaller side, but the Mach-E GT Performance model I want is definitely on the sportier side. The 0 to 60, I believe, is 3.5, maybe a little bit under there. It's got the extended battery as well, so some of them have over 300-mile range. There's a lot of different specs and different models. I live right on the PA and Delaware border, and there are a bunch of Ford dealerships near me. I called the closest 6, and only one has one on the lot, but it's currently not operable. They're waiting for some sort of, I guess, like a software update for it to be able to go on the road. So I'm gonna go there and sit in it to kind of, just check it out. But yeah, I'm currently between the Tesla Model Y and the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I was thinking about possibly the Hyundai Ioniq, but every time I look at it, like, it looks cool at first, then I'm like, oh, that's ugly. Then I'm like, oh, it's actually, I like this. Then I'm like, nah, it's not gonna age well. It's one of those cars where I'm very torn on. I was also looking at the Kia EV6. That one's more so not too much my style. I really wanted a Porsche Macan, but they are not electric yet. Next year's model's supposed to be. But the thing with those is first off, they are very expensive. You can spec them out pretty much any way you want. But you can only do that and get it delivered to Atlanta, Georgia. I live in, Pennsylvania, so that's not really accessible to me. I can go to a Porsche dealership and buy one there, but if I'm gonna spend over $100,000, I want to spec that the way I want. So that's really not an option right now. So I'm really leaning between the Model Y and the Mustang Mach-E. So I'm gonna go to Ford and sit in a car and just check it out. I do want to say real quick, I love the shadow of my air freshener right now. it's just Frank hanging. If you're a fan of It's Always Sunny, you'll know. All right, just pulled up. It's right there in front of me, and this is their GT Performance model, but it's like that cyber yellow or orange. I definitely like their blue, so don't hate it because of the color, but let's go check it out. So here's the thing, it's definitely sportier and more compact than it looks online. Like, I thought this was gonna be as big as like my wife's SUV, which is the what is it? The Ford, not Escape, Explorer? Maybe the Explorer, yeah, the larger Explorer. But this honestly isn't, I feel like, that much bigger than my my hatchback, just sitting there. I don't know. I'm liking it in person a lot more than I thought I would. Again, I'm not gonna get it in this color, but all right, I'm gonna go inside and see if we could pop this open. All right, change of plans. So, the problem with this was something software related. Put my mask down so you guys can hear me better. So this has some sort of critical software update, which is definitely concerning. And with that being said, this is the door unlock and this is the handle. So you press this and it opens up. But with the software not working, they can't even get into the car. So I'm not able to actually check this performance GT model out, which again is the model I want, just in a different color. However, what I just did, which I wasn't able to show you guys because I would have felt super awkward, is the main, like, the head of salesman who works here actually owns one, and he has one in the garage back there, their service center, currently charging. It's his own personal vehicle, which he let me sit inside and check it out. I didn't feel like whipping out the camera and putting it on inside of his personal car, you know? But at least I got to drive here and sit in it. It was much more spacious inside than I thought it was gonna be, which is good. And yeah, my main concern, I don't know if you guys can even see in, my main concern was my knee hitting the massive 15-inch display, but there was plenty of room. And like I said, it's really not that much bigger than my my hatchback.
it looks massive online, but I'm happy to see that that's not the case. It's a really nice crossover. Well, there's that. All right, so is this even usable? I don't know.
All right, so that was kind of a fail, kind of not really. Like I said, couldn't get footage of inside the actual car for you guys, but at least I got to sit in it and check it out. Now, I know I'm gonna see obviously there's a lot more Tesla fanboys than there are Ford fanboys. And there's the whole, you know, because the Mach-E is called the Mustang Mach-E. And there's a ton of people who are just raging about that. I couldn't give two shits. I don't care if it's called the Mustard Mach-E. It doesn't matter the name to me. What matters is the car, the performance, and how it drives. So that's why that's currently the leader for me. And, you know, I really do like the Model Y as well. It still has that hatchback type feel. I believe it's only like an inch or two smaller than the Mach-E, or maybe 2 inches bigger. I don't know, they're relatively the same size. It comes down to 2 inches. And the thing with the Model Y that I don't love is I sat in it because the Christiana Mall has them in. There's a Tesla like shop in the mall, and it's very plasticky and open, which is good that it's open. But the materials, there's a lot of plastic inside, and there's a lot of glass. You know, it has that huge like unibody sunroof up top. And everything is just louder and reverberates in the car. It's very weird. It's very sterile. And it doesn't feel like cozy. I don't know. I think the plastic was really what's throwing me off, because when I sat in the Model Y, that had, you know, really nice quality of upholstery and stuff. And it's going to be different in the Performance GT model that I get, but it didn't have that plasticky resonance that was just so echoey that I really didn't like in the Model Y. The Model Y is also about $15,000 cheaper. However, it's not subject to the $7,500 tax rebate because for whatever reason, I don't know. But if I get the Mustang Mach-E, I can get $7,500 back because it's electric, and you also get a rebate when you install the home charger and stuff. So it's potato. It's up in the air. They each have their own advantages and disadvantages, but right now I think I'm really leaning towards the Mach-E, and getting to sit in it definitely sold me a bit more. Before I commit 100%, I will have to find one that has it actually in stock so I can drive it first. But yeah, that was that for today. Let's head back home because my voice is just dying right now. It's that cold that it's hard to talk. On my way home now, stopped at CVS real quick. I bought one thing, and just the amount of receipts that they always give you is ridiculous. All I bought was this strawberry Nestle milk. One of my weird guilty pleasures. I'm a sucker for some strawberry milk. Do you have a odd guilty pleasure as well? Comment down below. All right, now I'm switching real quick instead of the vlog camera to this Insta360 camera I got. Been testing this out. I love it, so I figured real quick, why not just answer a question here. So if the audio is different, obviously it's because I'm using different cameras as we go. And next up from ZipZash. Would it be possible to get a behind the scenes on your workflow, editing, recording space you have, just in general things we don't get to see in normal videos? So just a general behind the scenes sort of video. I know a lot of YouTubers do that kind of thing. I don't think I've ever done a full behind the scenes video, like a day in the life type thing. I could, if you want to see that. Also let me know down below if you would like that, kind of from like, you know, the process from when I wake up to going to bed at night and the whole, you know, process of completing a video. But in terms of like the workspace and stuff, I've definitely done studio tours before. Yes, I'm gonna be doing one for this year as well. But yeah, like I said, if you want to see more of these behind the scenes type videos of a day in the life of a YouTuber, let me know. All right, hopping back in some questions. Dustin asked, what happened to the Stuffy review? I know there's giveaways and all that, but surely you got more things sent than you know what to do with. And yes, Dustin, I actually did a vlog last April on reorganizing my storage room, pretty much, where this was a mess. It still is kind of a mess right now, but I went through and definitely had it more organized when I did that video. So again, at this point, back in April, 8 months ago. And yeah, it all goes here in this storage room organized by PC hardware, peripherals, all that stuff. That back there's like the cool tech under 50 closet where most of the gadgets just go here. But this is all the PC hardware and peripherals and stuff. And yeah, this closet is, well, not a closet, it's a full room. But yeah, this is where everything goes. Got a little desk over here and a ship station because I've been sending a lot of stuff through like eBay. And also one of the things I've been doing, and I think I even mentioned it in April's vlog video, was I'll put together like just a box filled with a bunch of stuff and sell it as like a mystery tech box because, you know, I'm just putting a bunch of things in a box and selling it. So I've been doing that instead of selling things individually because it's just so much easier that way. I'll put my eBay down below. Don't know if I'll have any more left at this time. I put up like maybe 2 or 3 per month. They've been going pretty quick. But yeah, check out last April's vlog. That's the title of the video, is what happens to all the tech when I'm done with it. If you want to see more of the process and the whole storage organization and how that went. All right, so hopping back into it now. A few more questions before we wrap this up. Finkers25 asks, we're all thinking this, Frank, when's the 2022 setup tour? P.S. Love the videos. And like I said in the car, you know, for one of the previous questions, yes, the setup tour is coming soon. Years past, I would always make it a point to get my setup and studio tour out the first like 2 or 3 days of January. But as I've been in this space for over 3 years now, there's less and less big exciting upgrades to where like a right on the dot yearly upgrade video is necessary. But yes, there's still gonna be one in the works. There's a few upgrades that I've been making, some bigger than others, but enough upgrades where it's worthy enough to put out a new 2022 YouTube studio and gaming setup update. So that'll probably be out. I'm gonna aim for like mid-February, maybe early March. It depends. I'm still waiting on some things to arrive because with Chinese New Year, a lot of the stuff that I was waiting to arrive is kind of on pause right now. But yes, it's coming soon. I promise. That was always like a staple for the channel. So sorry I'm not keeping up with it as much as I should when it comes to those first few days of January. Now from Instagram, we got a question about from Pretty Alright. He asked, how are you feeling about the tonal system? Still working for you? And Tonal is like the at-home all-in-one gym that I have. I did a video, I believe it was maybe sometime during the spring, where it was my favorite tech of the month and the Tonal was in there. And yeah, it's this crazy all-in-one home electric gym, pretty much. And it's awesome. It's been working out great for me. I worked out probably like every other day from last December until August. And then one day in August, I remember I was very tired that day, just wasn't feeling it, but I was like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna get a workout in. I was being lazy, my form was off, I was doing some benching, and I felt just a little, something weird in my lower abdomen. And I had to go to like get a specialist and stuff, and it turns out I had a weird like sort of, I pulled one of the muscles in my lower abdomen, and that kind of sidelined me for a few months. So just last month, or mid-January, I was finally able to, feel recovered enough where I could hop back into the home studio gym that I have upstairs in that little office. But yeah, it's been great. I love the tonal system. I'm still approaching 1 million pounds. I believe I'm at 900,000 pounds right now since I started. And it's been great. I love it. If I wouldn't have injured myself stupidly in August, I would have probably been a lot more jacked than I am now. I made some good progress though. But yes, it feels good to be back. And then it looks like the last question for today from Dutch Horology. How many keyboard builds have you done and what is your favorite right now? So I do have a shelf, it's out of frame right now. I have the keyboard shelf behind me. Up there I have 8 builds that I've done, 8 customs. One you can't really see right now. But that's just like custom builds, like not including, the GMK Pro, the Keychron stuff. I've done, I would say, if we're talking about that, probably 4 different builds from GMK Pro and the Keychron. My one Grid 600 build, I've done 3 separate times. Then to the wall next to me on a shelf, I have some other boards that I'm still waiting to build because of the GMK delay is insane. I've got a nice Cyber board, the Jelly Epoch, which I'm super excited to build. I can't wait any longer. Another grid board with the Grid 650. My favorite? Probably the Con 165. Love that build. With the botanical keycaps on there, the custom ice cream switches I made. It's a Franken switch with the Aqua Kings and Novel Keys cream switches. It is just a beautiful, smooth experience, and I love the way it looks. So I definitely say the Con 165. I did a build video on that back in June or July, so check that out if you haven't already. But yes, like I said, it's a little vlog to ease back into the whole content creation. I really wanted to test drive the Mach-E, and that was the whole point of this video pretty much, was to make it more, have more substance to it, but oh well. Oh well. A little Q&A for you guys. Anything I talked about today that I said, that I'll list down below, have in the description. It feels good to be back. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely much appreciated to take some time off for 45 days, not have to worry about the channel, not have to worry about anything else except cuddling and just being a new father. It still hasn't like fully sunk in yet, but it is hands down just the most life-changing, awesome thing and experience. It's very, it's cliche to say, it's very, it's a common thing to say it's just so life-changing, but it really is. It really is, and that's why I feel it's kind of good to be back in a sense, in the way that like I feel like a different mindset. Just I feel like different. I feel different. So it's good to be back, and life is a whole lot different now, in such a better way. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me the last 45 days with a empty channel. And maybe you didn't even realize that was gone. Maybe you're like, no, I didn't miss you. I had no idea you were gone. Who are you? But hey, I'm not dead. That's all that matters, right? So I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.